Oh goody, here we go again. More snow today. Just got nice yesterday, and then now today we're back to the snow. I turn on the radio, nothing but football games. And the good news is my free XM showed back up again. And no, I don't buy XM. I wish just another monthly bill that I don't need, but somebody would give it to me for free. I wish I had it. But back to snow today. It was about 55 yesterday. I went out with the anhydrous bar, which is what I'm going to go take a look at today. I actually had to put that toolbar on the 8400R because this year we were just going to the John Deere greenstar rate controller, and what was happening, I ordered the wiring harness for the Fendt, the John Deere wiring harness. It's called a greenstar universal kit, which I'll show you guys in a sec. And I didn't have the right pieces. They had to ship in 2 boxes, and of course the second box didn't come in till today. So I was a box short, so I said, okay, screw it. I'm gonna get the thing at least booted and configured to find out what I got, or see what kind of mess I have. Put on 8400R, it pulls it pretty well. The main thing with it is kind of just a lack of traction. I think if it had bigger tires, it'd probably pull a little better. So it's 4.5 mile an hour is about all I could get out of it, comfortably. And we got probably 1.5 inches of frost in the ground where I was running, so it was working. But out, you get away from trees or away from other things of height. I went around the edge of the field where just the neighbor, who actually is this farm right here, had corn. And I think just the height of the corn might have had enough shadow that the outside rows still had frost. But if you're out in the middle of the field and it was directly into the rays of the sun, it was pretty good conditions. But anyway, I'll show you guys this Fendt kit here next. Lovely day, lovely day. Oh, my window's actually not froze. That's so surprising. There's snow flying everywhere. There's the toolbar. I had to dump the pressure out of it because the rate control was going nuts. Everything seems to be entered correctly, but the problem that was occurring was, I believe I'm actually getting too much on, possibly. And it was saying I was putting on about 55 pounds an acre when my target rate was about 160 pounds an acre. Which leads me to believe that there's something wrong with the flow control valve. Alright, this next little clip you'll see is just from yesterday when I started taking the video, and I'll pick up from there. Alrighty, today I'm working on getting this anhydrous applicator all hooked up. And we need to get the rest of this greenstar system put in. There's the John Deere rate controller, and the reason we wanted to do that was just because we had the rate controller for another planter, and here I got the 4640 set in the Fendt. I kind of put it back in the corner, so the idea was I could still turn my seat. And I was hoping I could run it through virtual terminal, but I don't understand how to use this thing yet. I haven't had time to sit down and read manuals and everything else. So we're going to go ahead and run it through the John Deere 4640 system. And I got to put a greenstar universal wiring harness kit in here real quick. Okay, the Fendt's in the shop today, and I put it in here because I knew it was going to be snowing, or there was a really good chance it would be snowing today. Now, in the last clip you saw, yesterday was a good day. It was going to be our one anhydrous day, so I was going to do literally a duct tape install of the greenstar wiring harness kit and then go run. What ended up happening was I came to find out that there's 2 boxes. The dealer only had 1. The other did not come into the day. As to why they only had half of an installation kit, I don't know. Baffles me. Dumb. So I ended up using the 8400R, as I've already said. And the reason I used the 8400R is because I knew that rate controller would boot up to that tractor. That tractor is an integrated system. The end of the armrest has the monitor. It's called the Gen 4 display. They have the exact same monitor, which is going to be in here. I'll show you in a sec. But it's called the 4640. So 4640 and Gen 4 are the exact same thing. Now, there's a company called Ricard that builds a kit that allows you to basically run your guidance and everything through your Fendt or Challenger display, but it's use the John Deere monitor. However, it does not have all the controls on it, nor can I plug into like this ISO bus. So if I wanted to plug into this ISO bus, use swath pros for my John Deere, but pipe it through the other display system, not compatible. So to hell with it. What I'm doing is purchased a John Deere Universal kit. A John Deere Universal kit was made for like the 30 series through your 60 series tractors. You could use it in the Magnum. Primarily, again, it was made for those other tractors. It has a bar that goes up on the roof. Of course, painted John Deere green for those tractors. So anyway, that's what we purchased, but we didn't get the rest of the kit till today. So I said, okay, I'm not gonna get the rest of the kit. I can't waste the rest of the day. Put the 8400R on the toolbar, go run it. In ideal conditions, it would pull the toolbar fine. We are not working in ideal conditions this year, as you can tell from the weather. So, got the heat on here in the shop. I'm taking a look at the rest of the wiring kits and everything that I need to put in here. And I'll take you up here in the cab and explain a little more. Because of the fact I was in a hurry, I actually took the Universal kit and just took part of it with some double-sided adhesive tape used for like body trim and stuck it to the cab roof just because it's all I had time for. It's all I could come up with in a hurry. I did order the Ricard bracket, which again is that kit that integrates into this tractor but will not work what I need it for. But I at least bought just the bracket. It's a beautifully made black bracket that goes across the roof and accepts the John Deere globe system. So, as soon as that comes in, we'll have a nice permanent bracket that I can set the John Deere globe on. That'll be here Tuesday. Okay, I'm up here in the cab. Here's an oddity for you. This is a wiring harness lead. There's another one with what you guys would probably be more familiar with the John Deere plug-ins. This is an oddball looking plug. But these are both 25 amp plug-ins here in the ceiling. And there is a CAN system, something or other, you can multi-plug in. It's a pretty neat system. And Fendt even gives you wire loops to hook into. There's the Fendt bracket. Well done, well designed. It's a big cab, but at the same time you start stacking all this crap in your like refrigerators and everything else, it does get used up. And most of the time I'm going to be sitting here at a little bit of an angle so I can see out back and see my toolbar. So I opted to go ahead and put the monitor towards the back of the cab so you can see it's kind of right above my console here. Now, yes, I could get a system for the anhydrous bar that would work with this only, plug it into the ISO bus, I'm good to go. The reason I'm not going to do that is because at that point I'm no longer using John Deere. I'm integrated to this. Good for this tractor, won't work for the 8400 if I need to pull the toolbar with the 8400R. And coming up in the next year or two, that could be a possibility because what I have intentions of using this tractor for. Not to mention the let's just say part of something this tractor is going to be used for, I believe only operates through the John Deere system. So it's better now, just go ahead and buy a Universal kit, which is just a big ass pile of wires, and we'll go ahead and just set a monitor in here. I can pop out one bolt, remove it, you know, the plugs. These are pretty neat. They literally just plug in, just stick in there. So Callie had to drive to the Fendt dealer, which was about 90 miles away, which is where this came from. Good people up there, they had these in stock. Well, you did call the Challenger dealer, which was only 30 miles away or 25 miles away, because it's the same tractor basically, it has the same plugs. Hey, guys, got any of those plugs? No, we don't. We don't even have a parts book. How the hell do you have a tractor sitting on your lot and you don't have an ability to get these plugs? Well, I couldn't find anything that would plug in there, so that's why I sent Callie to get them. Anyway, got two, be more than sufficient. Anyway, I like the Fendt a lot, but you end up with some weird European stuff like this that is a little bit hard to get here. You know, of course, if you got the dealers right by you, it's a good thing. Anyway, luckily we're not too far from the dealer, and I got them now. And again, that ride card bracket will be in on Tuesday, so I can get that up on the roof and give the Globe a nice clean look and profile. And I can move this around however I want it to. I just simply attach the John Deere arm there just with the bolt through the, this is the factory Fendt bracket. And it's a little bit goofy because it actually is on a downhill slide, you know, downhill plane. So, you know, depending on where you put it, it kind of depends on how it sits as far as, you know, visibility. You know, I could move it like clear out here, and then maybe, but then I couldn't open up my refrigerator maybe. So I don't know. I'll play with it as I go, I guess. I just opted to put it in the back end here so I could just reach up here and touch it. And then I can take it out of here and do something with a different monitor or whatever. Not going to give you guys too much there because I like to build suspense within this channel as to what this tractor is going to be used for. So, several main key things. This tractor handles the toolbar very, very well. Again, 8400R would handle it pretty well too if the ground conditions are worth a crap. This is just bad beyond bad outside right now. But they are talking to warm up again later this week, so I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the system installed and get it done so the tractor's ready to hook on the toolbar and go. I do know the toolbar is booted up, ready to go. I got the calibration numbers, everything entered into the rate controller. They actually stay with the rate controller, not this system. And I took screenshots of it all anyway, so now that I know the other system's booted, I don't really have to worry so much. I can just go ahead, turn this on, enter it in. I know what to do, know how to get it fixed. This system here is virtual terminal, but the problem is I have a lot to learn on this thing. Wish somebody could explain it to me quite well. But this system is virtual terminal, but the thing about it is, if I can get it to go here, is you can go to ISO bus, and anyway, you can go in here and change all your crap. But the thing about it is you cannot run SWAS Pro, and that toolbar is a 4-section shut offs, so 4 rows of 4, 16 930 bar, and you cannot run SWAS Pro with this or a Case IH system or whatever. So we're going John Deere, so I have the one system to learn. Maybe that's a mistake, I don't know. I like how John Deere integrates it into their tractor, and there's just so many brands of systems out there and so much difficulty learning each one of them. And they say an old dog can't be taught new tricks. So I think half that's because the older you get, especially when you have kids, it seems like you have less time. So anyway, I don't even know how to even, this thing just, I don't even know how the hell you even use it. Anyway, I gotta learn it at some point, but I just don't have time right now. I pretty well got the tractor portion of it down pat. But other than that, I'm thoroughly confused by it. So, see, I just turned on ISO there. This actually has more stuff integrated into it than John Deere does. It's just damn confusing to get it figured out. So, you know, I don't know what I did there. I'll figure it out, turn it back off. There we go. I just turned it on to implement, not tractor. You can just do everything with this thing. It's kind of like the John Deere 4640 or Command View 4, whatever you want to call it. But it's more difficult to use. I suppose if you're familiar with it, you can just cruise right through it. It's a nice system. I just haven't learned it yet. And yes, I wish there was true diversity. You know, why can't I plug in the ISO bus John Deere format, you know? Why isn't there one damn format? I wish all these companies would just get on the same page. It drives me nuts. Well, this was my missing box, and what was in here is basically the, I guess your ISO bus or your CAN bus, whatever you call this thing, wherever it hooks up, goes in the back of the tractor, and that's the older style where you actually have to screw it on there. Oh, this looks like a nice lengthy process. Is bull crap to go through, so I guess I get the joys of installing this thing all over again. Anyway, hopefully you guys understand what I'm doing. Oh, this is just mumbo jumbo, different language. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm doing. I got very limited instructions and extra wiring harnesses. I don't even know what goes where, so I love the way John Deere packages this crap. Insanity. But at least now I can get the tractor up and have it booted for John Deere Greenstar. And I got several things here I got to get wired up yet, so I'm going to take a look at that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching and enjoy the snow. It'll be dried off later in the week, so hopefully get back to it.